one rib, pour out the Jameson for ancestors to swig.
You rescue me yet again. You put me first everywhere. You make me feel better than the mother dudes. You rescue me yet again. You put me first everywhere. You make me feel better than the mother dudes.
Scale of 1 to 10. How does it work, okay? What does it consider and encompass? How did you come up with it?
Well,
And is it accurate?
It's accurate enough. Here's the thing. and here's the thing. And seriously, back in the day, there was a movie called 10 with Bo Derek.
Okay.
Now, I didn't think Bo Derek was a 10, but there were enough movie-going men who thought she was a 10 to buy tickets. We've always had this 1 to 10 dating system. The late comedian Patrice O'Neal used to say we should have it from 0 to 30. There's always a number. Just like a credit rating,
Right.
Amount of gas, there's always a number. And whether we like to admit it or not, beauty is both subjective and objective.
Mm-hmm.
There's an objective standard of beauty based upon the Fibonacci sequence, the golden sequence, the spiral. So if you look at people that are viewed as attractive worldwide, even what babies will respond to, they tend to have symmetrical facial proportions, and it's based on spiraling out. It's mathematical. So I look at women based in 2 categories: your face and then your physique.
My bad.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Thanks for tuning to the Black Fathers Initiative of Cleveland. Really appreciate the love. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio. Like, subscribe. You know what to do. You know what we do here. All black everything. Black love, black relationships, black money, black knowledge, black solutions, black community. Black. It's black everything here. So, Kevin Samuels talking about his rating system with T.I. Great interview. R.I.P. the Godfather. So let's get back to it. My bad. I didn't do an intro. I just thought about that.
You ask about the rating, and as an image consultant, or even if you go to Hollywood, or if you go to a modeling agency, there's a rating.
Okay.
If you've ever gone to a modeling cattle call, the people think
cattle call?
It's called a cattle call, meaning, come on, everybody come in. You don't necessarily need an agent.
It's not a casting call?
Casting call, cattle call.
They actually call it a cattle call.
I've heard it called both.
Damn.
See, the thing is, a casting call tends to be like, from what I understand, is people who may have agents.
Mm-hmm.
But think about like Charlize Theron.
Okay.
She was discovered arguing with a teller in Bank of America. So oftentimes they will just say, we're looking for beautiful women in the area. Come out to, it's called a cattle call. And that's one thing with the public. But let's say people who are represented by an agency. That agency is going to rate you.
Right.
They got to have a headshot. And depending on what you're doing, like Victoria's Secret, you better believe that those women have to strip down to their underwear and be critiqued. Head to toe, up. Think about Boomerang. Oh, she was bad, man, but Hammer Time canceled her, right? Because of her toe.
For bad feet.
But the thing is, and to act like this doesn't exist,
It does.
It's real. So the facial thing is based upon.
You can fix your butt, you can fix your face, you can't fix them feet. You cannot fix them feet. You got what God gave you, and that's all you gonna have till you leave here.
And the thing with the face, it's you think about like people always has the most attractive man, attractive woman. I try to use. In the back of the day, I used people that weren't current, so it wouldn't be so volatile. So I would say like Pam Grier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, amazing body.
Mm-hmm.
It was a dress size 8, by the way, with all them curves. 8.
Still fine.
And I said, you know, I said she's an 8. There are brothers who would knock me down and say, no, she's a 10. And I'm like, okay. But I'm not judging everything. It's just at a 2 points: the face and then the body part, and then
the face and the body part. What body part?
The body is body. In order to rank high, you need to have a fitness component. So you can see I have a woman with an attractive face, but if her body's not attractive or is out of shape or needs.
But what, like, let's just say like Lizzo. Lizzo, she's a plus size woman, but she has a beautiful face. She's talented. She's smart. She's, you know what I'm saying. She's
the fact that we got to say all that, man, and the fact.
I was about to say, the fact you got to say all that, her beauty is objective, subjective. It's based off perspective. If you like big women, then Lizzo's probably for you. If you don't like big women, then Lizzo's probably not for you. That's how I see that.
The fact that we gotta say all that matters.
What you mean?
We don't do all that
But
shit.
she got such a beautiful personality,
But we don't judge personality on Miss America until we get to the questions. I mean, and see, the thing is, we grown. We used to know how to do this, and we got this whole PC acceptance, everybody get a trophy culture, and now, look,
But I think it's somebody out there. See, this is what I think. When people say
It's somebody for everybody, of course.
like when you say high value men, high value women, I think regardless of your social status or your financial status, it's somebody out here for everybody.
I disagree.
I think that
Let me tell you
every
why I
soul has a
never
mate.
heard
Let me
that.
tell you why I disagree.
It's just that whether or not you will accept the mate that your soul had, paired with it before y'all left wherever we was before we came here. Sometimes your soulmate could be slapping you in your face, but your own idea of what you want for yourself, you're telling the universe what you will and won't have, instead of looking at what the universe has presented to you as yours truly. I think that is more so the problem. There's somebody out here for everybody. We just won't accept it.
Well, I think from the point you're making, I can understand where you're coming from. But from a number standpoint, it don't work. Let's look at the black community.
Mm-hmm.
If every of age marriageable black man married every of age marriageable black woman, there would still be 2 million black women left.
Damn.
Females outnumber males on this planet, so there is not somebody for everybody. That's what I mean. We understand what it should be, but the numbers say no. And here's the other thing. There's somebody for everybody, but the problem is this whole high
Ladies,
value
I'm
man.
trying, man.
But it's the truth, and this is why the show
I'm
is
trying.
popular. The show is popular because I say, okay, what do you want? You want to be married, you want 2 to 3 kids, you want to not to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant. What percentage of the household income would you like to have to be responsible for? Less than 25%? Okay, how much does a man need to make to support you, a middle-class lifestyle, and 2 to 3 kids? And like it or not, that's a very actuarial thing. It's boom, boom, boom. You say, well, then how many men is that? How many men fall into this 6 figures that's been with us since 1985? Less than 200,000 black men fall into this category for 7.5 million black women. But
What
they
you
all
say,
want it.
less than 200,000?
Yes, if you adjust for income.
It's less than 2, not including drug dealers and scammers. I'm sure now.
You're
I'm
talking
telling
about
you.
married. You're talking about approximate. Okay, 20 million black men, 20 million black women.
Mm-hmm.
You want a man making 6 figures or more. All right, that's 8% of black men. That automatically drops his 20 million to 1.6. If you adjust 1.6 for marrying age, 18 and above, let's just give you half. That means this 1.6 is 800,000. Then you still have to adjust for.
People
marital status
and sexual orientation.
Sexual orientation.
Yeah, I mean.
So even if you just the most liberal associations, half of a half, you're gonna have 200,000 plus or minus. But the point is, you go to black women and say, "What do you want?" Or women, period, because most women want this, but sisters more than anything else have a different mating calculus than most women. Assortative mating. Black women, according to the data, statistics, Match.com.
Right.
See, online dating is giving us a lot of information. Black women rate looks higher than any other group.
Black women rate looks higher.
Looks
I
and
didn't
height.
know that.
Looks and height.
Looks and height, man. So and your money. Show last night. I had a woman. You'd be amazed at how many women would not be willing to accept men who are blue collar, even if they made more money.
What?
Brother,
Oh,
this
yeah.
goes deep. So
Yeah,
Is it about the money or is it about the look?
It's about how her friends will perceive her
It's
man.
about how her friends will perceive her man.
It all comes back home.
Ladies,
man.
say this shit ain't so.
Say it ain't so.
Somebody come in here and say this shit ain't so.
So-
ladies, please.
I'm a-
single Dina.
How many times have I been in a club and I'm standing next to a guy who's a contractor and he's out earning all the brothers standing in suits, but the women will laugh at the contractor. And in the black community, I tell women, if you want a good man, the majority of men making over 6 figures got a truck.
Damn. A word truck.
And the dudes that's in the suits got a bill.
Man, it's so much success, though. I mean, I don't know. Where did you get these statistics?
Blackdemographics.com.
God damn, he even had an answer for that. Let me see.
Black statistics for black people by black people. This stuff, black folks are some of the most studied people on the planet. Essence, the Time Magazine Corporation in 1954 put out a documentary, How to Sell to the Negro.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
How to Sell to the Negro. And it was an hour-long scientific breakdown of how to sell to black people's psychology. Go look at it. It's on YouTube right now. And when I was saying about the numbers, 20 million black women, if you adjust for half for marrying age or not, okay, 1 out of 4 will get married. 1 out of 4 will get married. If you have all these women over here, 18 with a high school degree, even with a GED or a PhD, I'm a PhD, all wanting the same kind of man. The numbers won't fit. So this is why you have this whole thing, well, we'll just date out. We'll broaden our dating pool.
What does that mean, broaden your dating pool? Date outside your race?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And the thing is, most groups want to stay inside their group. You're not going to increase your amount of available higher level men by dating out, because that just assumes that your non-black female competitors are going to let you come take their men. They want their men just like you want your black men. The answer is simply this, sisters. Black men want something. You go to the market and you ask the market, what do you want? You don't give them what you think they should have.
Damn.
Any market, right? Any market. And what we're trying to do in our community is we're trying to say, you should take this, and the marital rate is declining. It's dipping. And it's not because men don't want something. Go back to what I said at the beginning. I found that men wanted something. Men wanted to be married with kids. Even in this Me Too political environment, still wanted to do it, but they still couldn't find this. And one of the main concerns I heard from men, especially when you start talking about when it comes to our community, one thing is women were uncooperative.
Yeah, our black women are, not all, but a lot of them, I think they definitely have some traumas. The morals and values aren't there like they used to be. I think it's because a lot of, put it like this, it was kids raising kids, mothers having children at like 18, 19 years old and stuff like that. As well as, like you said, a lot of black women, for some reason, I'm not going to say are confrontational, but they lightweight are. Like, they're very, in my opinion, argumentative. They don't, like, if you say something that they don't agree with, even if it's a fact, if they don't agree with it, then, there's going to be an argument. There's going to be a disagreement because, for some reason, some women feel like their emotion or their passion for a subject or a situation outweighs the facts of the situation. So I think that comes because I've heard women say, I'm like, that's the way you feel, but sweetie, that's just how you feel, but that's not the fact. Well, if that's how I feel, that is the facts. Well, wait, what? Like, so I've even had women, discredit black men. I've had women say, this child would have been raised just as well if he had his father in his life or if he didn't. And it's just like, what? Like, you don't think a father adds value and stuff like that to a child's life? No, not all like that. No, not really. I was like, wow. And these are black women saying these things. So, a lot of our black women are, unfortunately, unaware of our history and really ignorant to the reason that a lot of people are, reason that our community is in the position that it's in. A lot of black women blame black men for the reason our community is the way it is. And don't get me wrong, you can definitely put some blame on black men, but you could put some blame on black women as well. You could put some blame on this systematic, this system that we live in. They call it the Matrix, but whatever you want to call it, there's some blame. There's a lot of blame to go around. But once again, this was Kevin Samuels, RIP the Godfather, www.blackfathersofcleveland.com. Check out some of the things that we're doing in the community. Really appreciate the love. Peace.